My wife's just asked me, my lovely wife here, has just asked me where I'm ringing. I'm not ringing anywhere, but I'm calling to you, my viewers. When I'm calling you. Oh dear, don't have much lungs when I'm sitting in the car nowadays. Probably because of this new pair of trousers. Anyway, what did we do? We bought, while we were in England, supplies for a long time. So you can see the car at the back there is all, I put all the seats down and it's all full of this and that I bought, including a used mobility scooter for my wife. Yes, that's back there. Yeah, and a lot of other things as well. But the mobility scooter, I suppose, was the biggest. Wasn't the biggest single item of expenditure, unfortunately. I thought it was going to be, but getting a suit that fits me was actually not easy, and I overspent on that because I couldn't get a cheap one. So actually, was the suit cost more than the used mobility scooter, which is not fair. I think that my wife's mobility scooter bought by rights to cost more than my suit, although I suppose the suit is a way of, it is an instrument for me to go and work and make more money for my family to be safe and well fed. So maybe it's not that bad in the end. It costs about £600 more to go from Warsaw to Hemel Hempstead and back than if we were to fly. But when you consider the savings that we've made on certain things, you know, certain things that I find essential that I can't buy in Poland unless I go to a British shop, which has marked them up by about 3 times over, that's worth, you know, 100, 150 of that additional expenditure. It pays it back just on groceries that I would have to buy in Poland at much more inflated prices. Being able to get things, Amazon purchases, unfortunately Amazon let me down, and a couple of purchases that I made weeks ago still haven't appeared. That's really poor, and so that hasn't worked, unfortunately. So I just won't get to read those books for another 7 months. But of course, one day I'll get them, and but on some Amazon purchases that I made, like the Klipsch headphones, they weren't even willing to send them to Poland at all. So I'd have had to bought Klipsch headphones in a shop for much more money. And the same applies to a few other things in the electronic goods category. They don't send everything across Europe, unfortunately, by post and courier, which is stupid because it's a single market. They shouldn't be allowed to choose and, you know, pick and choose like that. That's not the basis on which we came into the European Union. It's supposed to be functioning like one country. Then saying arbitrarily that we can't send electronic goods here, or we don't want this product's not licensed for there. Either we're a European Union or we're not. You know, it just seems that people always get to pick and choose what they want, and it's always at the expense of the little guy like me. I may be a big little guy, but I'm still a little guy. And so it's always at my expense, I feel, you know, and people like me, that they pick and choose whatever rule applies is going to apply in the given situation. When it's inconvenient for me, like in the case of car insurance, then they apply the rule that's inconvenient for me, and that time it's saying, oh yes, it's because the European Union's one market. Well, of course it's a bit stupid, because if it was one market, you should be allowed to pick wherever you want in the European Union to insure your car, and it would be valid for wherever you like. Yeah, I mean, in England, you don't have insurance companies, or in the United Kingdom, you don't have one insurance company for Scotland, another for Wales, and they say, well, if you don't live in Wales, you can't use a Welsh-based, a Cardiff-based insurance company. It's kind of useless. It's a stupid argument, you know. So car insurance is, you know, they use the argument, but it doesn't suit us. So you know, and where it doesn't suit us, for example, that England has to provide for lots of very poor migrants, and of course we have to have them because it's a single market. But then in other things like buying purchases cheaply in England and having them sent out to Poland by post, and for that postage only to cost the same as it does to the UK, which of course is free, that's a different matter, isn't it? So always what they want. So on Amazon purchases that I've collected, well, probably another 100, probably, yeah, up to 100, between 50 and 100. So where are we now? Over 250. Certainly the other 250, another 250 of saving on being able to buy a used mobility scooter. You just don't, you can't even get them in Poland. I imagine that for those of you travelling in larger cars between Poland and England, you want to start buying these mobility scooters and taking them across, because that's an easy way of making enough to recover. You just do 2 in your car, that will recover. Those of you taking food to Polish shops in the UK, you want to be buying used mobility scooters in the UK and taking them back over to Poland. And other equipment as well for the disabled seems to be well priced in England and expensive as you like in Poland. So yeah, when you get to all the things that I've been able to save by, then the other one, and then the £100 is probably saved by the fact that I didn't take a hotel coming over. That wasn't really a very good idea though, because that's the normative price of that it costs more by. 600 includes hotel stoppings, and of course the other thing is the time cost. Well, time is, you know, it's always a chance to sit and have a chat with one's beloved and to experience some bit of together time in the car, so it's not entirely wasted if you drive with your wife. If you don't, you can still listen to interesting things here on the radio. So we're about to go over the Queen Elizabeth Bridge, I hope. It says that there's congestion and a 15-minute delay. I don't exactly know where junction 31 is, but sorry? You want to say something on film? No. Okay, she wants to say something to me off film, so I better say goodbye for now. But I wanted to show the boys and girls the bridge. Thames, the Thames. Yes, over the Thames, yeah. Tamisa.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Very welcome. You forgot the name of the river. Okay, that's okay. That's excusable. You don't live here. There are people that live here that get it wrong on quiz shows, so don't feel bad.